I'm Chef Julio. I'm the Caribbean chef. And today we're making one of the Caribbean's favorite meal, Ropa Vieja, or shredded clothes, old clothes. The flank steak, which is going to become Ropa Vieja. We'll be shredding it. It's going to go into water and stew for about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's going to have for company celery, recao, onion, pepper, garlic, and cilantro. These items here we're going to take and we're going to spin them in a blender and create a sofrito, which is the main ingredient in Caribbean cooking. We're also going to make a white rice, and we're going to turn the white rice into a yellow rice, adding some sofrito. The items that we're going to use for spices are, we have all-purpose adobo, oregano, garlic, bay leaves, cumin, turmeric, little olive oil, some Worcestershire sauce, tomatoes, salt, pepper, and we're going to finish this meal by making maduros. Now, I'm not going to give you the exact amount that you should use in here. I don't know how many people you're going to cook for, but what I want you to do is to measure your portions accordingly. If you're cooking for 2, it's less. If you're cooking for 6, it's more. Okay? Here we have the flank steak after it's been stewed for an hour and a half. As you can see, we have the tomatoes, and we have the celery, and we have the various sofrito items in here. And this used to be right up to here. It's reduced to about 50%, and you want that sauce. To that sauce, we added a little bit of beef bouillon cube, about half of a package, to give it that good beef flavor and continue. Make sure that somewhere along the line you taste, and if you have to make an adjustment in the flavor, this is the time to do it. But this particular Ropa Vieja is going along fantastic. What we're going to do is take it out now and allow it to cool, and we'll be able to start our shredding process. We're making a sofrito, and we're blending it, and as I mentioned before, we have recao, ajíes, we have peppers, cebolla, we have the cilantro. I put a little bit of water in there and some olive oil so that everything will blend without too much trouble. And that's how easy it is to make your own sofrito. A lot of garlic, fantastic flavor. We're going to use about a tablespoon of that to turn a simple white rice into a yellow rice. Speaking of rice, we have our little calderito here, and we're going to add, that water is nice and hot. We're going to add some regular oil to that. You can use canola oil, any specific type of vegetable oil would be fine too. To that we're going to add a little bit of salt. This basically will receive about 2 cups of rice. We're cooking rice for about, I would say 6 portions. All right, we're going to give this rice a fast rinse. The rice, once it's in the water, the most important thing that you have to do is to make sure that you stir it well, and to make sure that the rice is an inch below the water line. All right, and the water should be nice and hot. Now we're going to cover this and give it about 15 minutes That's going to turn out to be a perfect white rice. However, in this particular case, we're going to turn this rice into a yellow rice for our Ropa Vieja. And to do that, what we're simply going to do is add some sazon Goya. This will give it color. And we're going to use about a tablespoon of our sofrito. Now what we're going to get out of this rice is a nice orange yellow blend of herbs and spices into a rice, and we're going to cover and we're going to lower the heat. Let that hang for about 15-20 minutes. We'll have a perfect yellow rice. Meanwhile, we're going to go and prepare our plantain, which we're going to sweet plantain, which we're going to turn into fried maduros. This is our flank steak. It's been cooled off. It's been cooked for a good hour and a half to 2. And what we need to do now is go ahead and shred it, make it look like torn clothes. Now let's prepare a maduro, which we're going to fry as soon as we do the shredded beef. Cut our maduros to this perfect size that we're going to fry. Put that there. We're going to prepare the vegetables that are going to go into making the Ropa Vieja. And for that we need some nice pieces of pepper, long slices, some cilantro, recao, now if you haven't guessed it by now, what we're doing is we're preparing a sofrito to make with our Ropa Vieja to give it that Caribbean flavor. But we're not blending it, we're making everything rather large, and we're going to add 2 pieces of garlic to that. And we'll finish that up with a few tomatoes. Canned tomatoes are fine. The plum tomatoes are the best. You can use fresh, or you can use the plum tomatoes. Let's add another one. Okay, this together in a nice pan We're going to use some of the sauce, and we're going to add our shredded beef. We'll start all of that off with a small amount of olive oil for a base. Going to add the peppers. Excuse me. We'll add the peppers, the onions, the garlic first. We'll saute those for a little bit. A little bit of salt, pepper. Oregano, just another touch of garlic powder. Here you can use the sofrito that we have on the side if you wish. I think we have enough in there. Let's get these tomatoes in there so we can complete the process. And to this we're going to add our shredded beef. And let's not forget that we have this fantastic sauce that we reduced the shredded beef, boiling away for 2 hours. And we're going to use that sauce. That should be about a good amount. We'll cover that. We'll let that hang for about 15 minutes. It'll be fantastic old clothes. And you don't have to have a magic wand to know that this is going to come out fantastic with the rice. And as soon as we get back, we're going to make maduros to finish that off. We're here about the center of our cooking process. This has been simmering away for about 5-10 minutes, and we're going to finish it off by adding the alcaparrado, which is aceitunas or olives, and capers, and also we have red peppers that are in there. There, as you can see, it does bring about a beautiful blend of colors. And you need to be here for the flavor. This is really, really cool. We have everybody going, oh my God, when is this going to get finished so that we can sit down and eat? We're almost there, guys. 5 more minutes. The rice is cooking away, and as you can see, that's coming along very nicely. That should be done also within 5 minutes. And what we're going to do next, we're going to heat up the oil, and we're going to make some maduros, and we'll plate. We'll sit down and we'll enjoy this beautiful meal. Ropa Vieja, shredded beef. To our Ropa Vieja, we're going to add a small amount of cooking wine. You can use house wine, sherry, Pinot Grigio, and that'll just add an aged flavor that's fantastic with this particular dish. Let's give it a taste. Excellent. Our oil is heating away, and we're going to check it to make sure that it's ready for making maduros, and as you can see, it is. The maduros, or sweet plantains, will basically take about a minute or so, and you don't want to have too much fire. Just wanted to give it a nice golden color, and make sure that you have something available so that you can let some of the oil dry off before you serve it. Let's get those turned around. Beautiful color, golden brown. I'm going to complete the Ropa Vieja by adding a little bit of parsley flakes on top and a drizzle of olive oil. The plantains are ready. So is our Ropa Vieja, and let's look at our rice. Our nice yellow rice is beautiful. Came out nice and fluffy. This is what you want. And they should all come together very nice. Let's shut this off. We're just about done. Maduros. We're almost at the end here. We have a beautiful pot of Ropa Vieja, and we have our yellow rice. We're going to serve the Ropa Vieja on the side of the yellow rice and garnish from that. And we'll serve our maduros alongside. Ropa Vieja, old clothes, one of Cuba's favorite meals. In fact, the entire Caribbean by way of the Canary Islands. And we have white rice that we turned into yellow by adding some herbs and spices with the sofrito. And we have some maduros that we put together for you to accompany this dish. This is a fantastic dish. You're going to have a wonderful time. The scent of it alone is driving us crazy here in the kitchen. Don't forget, you can get this recipe and many others by simply ordering my book, Cooking Columbus, History of Cooking in the Caribbean, From Our House to Yours. Thank you.